Hello everyone. Symbiosis Center for Information Technology presents On Air with Adcom. Welcome to another episode of our podcast. We are joined today by Mr. Dhruv Mohan, who graduated as an MBA in Data Sciences and Data Analytics from SCIT in the year 2019. He is currently working as a data scientist at Bosch Center of Artificial Intelligence. Hello sir, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good as well sir. We are very happy to have you on board with us.
Thank you.
Let me start this episode by asking you, how has data science become an important field over the past few years?
Uh, Currently, the word data scientist is definitely used in every field where you Google it or you see in Instagram. You go to Facebook. Any social media platform is again backed by data science. If you go to a manufacturing industry where I work, that is also started. They started is also been backed by data science. Then there are multiple pillars where data science has started evolving a lot in multiple industries. So I would say, and currently I won't. It's still booming. So there are always every day there is a some new topic that comes inside data science, and a person like me who needs to be always on the top to understand like what's the new topic. Can I use that in my field right now or not? So yes, it has come a long way, but it still has a long way to go.
Moving on to one of the most frequently asked questions. So, why should an aspirant go for an MBA in data sciences and data analytics instead of an MCA degree or an MSc in data science?
Um, to compare between the two degrees that separately completely two different subjects, and usually even I was confused, should I go for an MBA or MCA? But I would say ask then an individual should ask himself does what he wants to actually pursue, does he wants to go completely technical, or and what's the next step after MCA, what he was going to do, does he want to go for a PhD or a master's, again a second master for inside data science, because data science itself is a vast field. So uh, for but MBA, what MBA does is gives you a more holistic view how a business works. That is actually very important in the current industry, because of course you might be coding in and you would be creating a lot of beautiful apps, or you would be doing a lot of analysis, but in the end, how will you connect that analysis to a business and earn money for a company? That is where I think the MBA part or the MBA mindset comes into picture, where in the end the company has to increase its revenue. I guess that's a more important question.
So, can you tell our listeners that if they need a prior programming knowledge for applying to DSDA course?
Uh, Short answer, no. And to elaborate that is I wasn't an experienced programmer before I joined DSDA. So that's fine if you don't know any programming skills, or if you have a programming skills, then yes, if it's a feather to your hat. But if you don't, uh, the course will definitely bring you to the market standard.
Yes, this would definitely make things clearer for all the DSDA aspirants out there. Moving forward, how did the curriculum at SCIT help you get an edge in the industry?
Uh, Starting in the first year, there was again the first case programming classes started, and they level up in your skills for programming. And there are multiple topics in this entire 2 year course, coming from big data to machine learning to deep learning. So and these topics are again separate umbrellas in data science, and inside these topics you have subtopics, and it goes decision tree. So, but it does cover a lot of points, a lot of topics inside this course. So for me personally, we started off with text analysis, then we went to big data and machine learning, and then I think in last we finished off with deep learning. And all these topics are actually helping me right now. And of course, the entire course is going to give you a push, but it has to be an individual's effort to go further.
That's absolutely true. So, coming to the last question of our podcast, could you share us your experience as a research intern at Symbiosis Center for Medical Image Analysis?
Uh, the story goes like this, where we everyone in our batch started like getting companies, different roles, and they were all good roles. They were all related to data science, but somehow my focus was more into research part, where I was looking into deep learning stuff, where I could do image processing or use some kind of a cloud infrastructure to train my models. So that is what I was looking forward, and I did get that. And so what uh, what my project was, it was classification or segmentation of brain tumors using MRI images. So that was the topic, where I used MRI 3D images, and I trained them in AWS clusters, and then predicted which particular segment of the tumor is there are four different types of segments in a particular tumor. So I had to segregate these different sections of the tumor. That was the entire topic, and the entire experience took me around 3 months to finish the project. Where first I was had to understand how an MRI work, just because putting just images directly into a machine learning model won't give you the right results. So it's better to understand from where the images are coming, what are the pixels that you want to focus in, and then find the right architecture for that particular image, for the deep learning architecture, and then see which there are multiple. Of course, there are multiple different points in this. When I talk about deep learning, then there is the stop loss functions are there. There is what kind of metrics that you're going to use for your losses. What kind of, what how you're going to optimize your entire model. Then what are the different hyperparameter tuning that you're going to do in your deep learning? Is this the right network? There's the multiple questions, and yes, I couldn't answer everyone all the questions, but the experience and the answers which I was able to answer was somehow boosted me, and interest, and a lot of interest went into this particular topic. So yes, the when I still remember now, I used to go from the, our college to Symbiosis Center for Medical Imaging, and every day we used to train the model for around 2 or 3 days. And whenever we used to get the result, somewhere really good results, somewhere not that good. So, but yes, we are still. I used to still push a lot that okay, probably next time we're gonna get something. Probably next time we're gonna get something. It was a good experience. Thanks for reminding me those memories. Yeah.
So, we are coming to the end of this episode, and could you also share some tips for our listeners who are looking out to join MBA in DSDA?
Um, First step is to be safe and wear a mask because it's Corona. So, but jokes apart, being in Symbiosis, to survive that, it's very important that you be focused. That what you have come for, and till the end, just keep that in your mind that you came for your higher studies and to gain knowledge, which is the most important part. An individual should always strive for something more. the course will definitely help you out, but it's up to you that how you push it to the next level. That would be the best tip that I could give right now. But and all the best, and do enjoy your entire course.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for sharing with us your views and tips. I really enjoyed this conversation. So with this, we come to an end of our podcast series On Air with Adcom. Thank you everyone for listening, and stay tuned for more updates.